guys, Pallav here, and Blackberry Classic is Blackberry's own way of taking you to the nostalgic days, those old days where the Blackberry Bold series of devices were some of the most premium devices in the market, and Blackberry had a sizable market share then. Now they don't, but they have been shelling out some really cool device. The Passport, we absolutely loved it. The Z30 was one of the devices that we found was a really great value for money. The Q10 was also great, but it was overpriced. But now, with the Blackberry Classic, they say they have upgraded the look and feel of the Bold 9900 to give you that very old Blackberry experience with, you can see, the physical keyboard and also the Blackberry 10 OS touchscreen, everything. So it's kind of promises the best of both worlds. You still get the very old Blackberry look and feel and touch, plus the latest Blackberry 10 OS is all gesture based controls. To top it all, you also have Blackberry 10.3's Android APK support. So let's check out how this guy does in our review.
Blackberry still continues to delight us with their packaging. You have still the all black, very big packaging, which almost has all the accessories that we need on this device. So that's the Blackberry Classic, and you have a nice note saying that please enjoy your Blackberry device. And we're gonna come back to the phone a little later, and then you'll see that it will have the earphones, which actually do not have the volume controls, but they have mic and call controls, and it's very Apple-like in-ear kind of earbud. So they're actually rubbers that goes there, but still you have the clip and then a silver-plated audio jack. You would have like gold-plated, but anyway, you also have extra earbuds here. And then your SIM tray opener pin. You have the 850 mAh wall charger, and then two adapter for different countries, and you have the micro USB 2.0 cable right here. So everything that we need in a box.
Unlike many of the experts, we still believe that presenting in a good box is absolutely important for a phone. We believe that a phone should come with a good enough box because that's kind of a first impression. Plus, it also should have all the accessories that you think you would need to use that device at a basic level, for example. And Blackberry is, I think, one of the two manufacturers that I can think of right now that really brings in some royal boxes. The other one is the Oppo. So then that's our Blackberry Classic, and which strikingly looks like Blackberry Bold 9900. True to what Blackberry promises. It's that heavy, but otherwise it's not a very big device. It's easily pocketable, all metal around everything, so you're totally assured of the build quality and the durability of the device. And yeah, it's kind of brings back memory of the very popular Blackberry Bold 9900. Let's take a closer look.
So that's our Blackberry Classic. It's very nostalgic device in the sense that I absolutely love the Bold 9900, and it kind of builds on that, but it has the best of both worlds. Hardware look wise, it goes back to those Bold days, meaning you have a big screen, 3.5-inch screen, and you also have the 40 key keypad. So you have 35 keys here, and then the 5 keys toolbox or tool belt, as Blackberry fan call it, that's back here from the Bold. And it's still heavy. The backside also resembles the Bold, but it also has the touchscreen and all the Blackberry 10 OS goodness. So that's as I told you, 3.5-inch screen. Now nowhere it's mentioned whether it's AMOLED or an IPS. It could be AMOLED, by the way. 720 by 720 pixels, 1:1 aspect ratio. And you see, that's tool belt. That's one of the things that I absolutely love. The keyboards are a delight to type to, and you also have the Blackberry Q10 like metallic bells between the rows, and you have the 2MP front camera, your earpiece, and then you'll have the sensors and LED lights there. Here you have the SIM card slot. It takes nano SIM, 1 nano SIM micro SD card slot that supports up to 128 GB in addition to the already present 16 GB on board. You have two speakers there, stereo speakers, micro USB 2.0 port, your volume rocker, the voice command button, and then your power button and two noise cancelling mic, the 3.5mm jack. The back cannot be opened. The 8 ampere focus back camera accompanied by an LED flash, and there's a classic mentioned there, the brilliant Blackberry logo. It's 10.2 mm. Blackberry never tried to make it the slimmest device in the market as well, but on the con of this, it's quite heavy. It's 178 grams, and although this metal and everything gives the whole phone very, very premium and that aristocrat look, but I just wish the weight was lighter, like less than 150 grams, because it really makes its present feel like it's really heavy when you hold it in your hand. 178 grams is a lot. Like my 8-inch tablet S, that weighs just over 200 grams, so this is really heavy. But overall, we absolutely love the build quality and the look of this, and the old Blackberry fans would be absolutely delighted to go back to the old days but still retain the goodness of the user interface here.
As I told you before, not only the hardware is absolutely fantastic, but it also brings in kind of the best of both worlds. So you get the look and feel, the hardware of a very good and rugged, durable device, at the same time classy, but also you get the goodness of the latest Blackberry 10.3.1 OS, which means that you have a very touch sensitive, touch optimized user interface that's totally gesture based. You have your Blackberry hubs, all the latest apps, and the icing on the cake is that Blackberry 10.3 supports Android APK downloads and installs as well. So you can play not all but majority of games and other apps which are only available on Android but not available on Blackberry world on the Blackberry Classic. And not only that, it also comes with Amazon App Store pre-installed, so that you don't have to go hunting for apps anywhere.
We've already showed you the Blackberry 10 OS many times, so we're not going to go too deep into it. This is not much different than the latest Blackberry 10 OSs that you would find on the other devices like Passport, for example. So the lot of new improvement on the new edition of Blackberry 10 OS. For example, you have these notifications, and now you can tap here and tap to open, to go to any of those notifications right from there. And I like this thing on a lock screen. I can at least read, quick read the notification, and not go inside the device if something are not of my interest. That's the alarm, and that's how I, the alarm and other things. And then all Blackberry 10 OS devices are totally based on gesture. So you actually can use the whole user interface here only on the basis of gesture, and then your Blackberry hub. That's how your camera switches on. This in fact also switches on from the lock screen. Just tap it here and it switches on right from there. And that's your settings and notification bar, and pressing this would also bring it. So you have the call start button, call end, a back menu, and then your touchpad, and then you have a lot of apps. So a lot of Blackberry in-house apps, some of the popular third-party apps, like for example, you see Amazon App Store, because the new version of Blackberry 10 OSs support APK files, so you can install some of the Android apps on the Blackberry devices as well. You have Story Maker, YouTube, and some of the Google apps as well, and then those. So straight away gonna go to the settings. It's an extensive setting, mind you. Yeah, you can go to about, and you can see Blackberry 10.3.1. that's the latest that Blackberry has to offer. And actually you can just swipe up to pin it to the recent home page or recent page, or you can also press the call in button to do the same. So this is very convenient, and all these keys give great tactile feedback. They are some of the best physical keyboards that we have seen. There are not many of them around nowadays anyway. So you have the default browser, which is one of the best browser in terms of HTML5 compatibility. You must have heard the recent news that even YouTube has totally moved to HTML5. So the world is moving to HTML5, and it is important for all browsers to support HTML5 totally. And 449 out of 555 is quite decent. Although the previous generation BlackBerry 10 OSs like Z10 and Z3, those kind of devices, there it was close to 500, I think over 500. It still came down since then. And you have the picture. So the display is nothing much to talk about really. It has a good enough viewing angle. And looking at the viewing angle, I'm assuming that it's an AMOLED screen, because it's a great viewing angle even from this side. But don't bank on my words. I'm not sure at all whether it's an IPS or an AMOLED screen, because there is no way to say from here. But overall, I like the display. It's crisp, it's bright, and even when you zoom in, you see, it does not pixelate at all. Brilliant display. Awesome display. Love it. Yeah. So you can go to any picture, for example. You can straight away go to edit from here. Yeah. There. You have additional options here, like set it as home page, or you can select multiple images here. You also have something called as story maker. It actually creates a small story of all your photos and videos based on your GPS and other things. And then you have music. Let's go ahead and check out how the speaker output sounds like. So I like the speaker output. For this tiny speaker, the sound is actually quite loud, maybe not quite enough for a party, but still I think it's good enough. The bass is just about there, although it's not very bass heavy. It still sounds flat on some of the tunes. But the thumpiness is there. The treble is just about okay, nothing big deal. Cool. So like the overall output of the speaker, and although it's not very loud, but it sounds good. We're gonna check out the video. Even the vocals, that meaning the mid-range, is also good. It's natural, it's not digitally enhanced. So yeah, I like the overall sound output. And what else? So BlackBerry Maps finally recognizes the Indian places. So let's say if I write Leela Kempinski, so it should recognize all this. See, it recognizes. So the earlier iteration of the BlackBerry 10 OS could not recognize this, but that was solved or done since then. So those are some of the quick apps. You have your dialer as well there. Nothing much to talk about. BlackBerry Hub, and of course you have BBM and BlackBerry Worlds. And now that a lot of APK are supported, it's really cool to have some of the games playing out here. Although remember, still the Android actually it runs the APK files on a VM. so you won't get the exact output, the exact performance output that you would have got on an Android device. But overall, we like the user interface and as a whole the ecosystem here.
Well, we never were very fond of the Blackberry cameras, and the Blackberry Classic sure not gonna change our opinion. We like the camera, the easiness of use, but then image and video quality, they are still soft. You do not get so much detail and sharpness even under enough light. The saturation and hue are proper, though the color rendition is okay towards the natural colors, that's fine. The videos, well, they are slightly fuzzy and soft overall on the frame, not only towards the side. Under low light, however, it almost throws away all the details, and you get images that are just about uploadable to Facebook and Twitter and other social media apps. So BlackBerry still has a lot to do with the cameras. We like the BlackBerry Passport cameras, though the Classic is not as good. So then, should you get the BlackBerry Classic? Now, this device is definitely for the ardent BlackBerry fans. If you really love those old BlackBerry devices, you always have used one for your business, to your offices, but then BlackBerry stopped making those and moved to the all-touch devices, and you really hated BlackBerry for those, then this one, boy, is really for you. And it looks and feels so much like the BlackBerry Bold 9900, but it's a sleeker and it's easier and everything. I absolutely had a breeze using this because I love the BlackBerry Bold 9900. Although I extensively use all touch devices right now, but for a change, having a physical QWERTY keyboard and a physical QWERTY keyboard this good is always a freshening change into your life. And since I've been using this for the last 3 weeks, I actually almost did not use my that big Galaxy Note and my iPhone 6, because this was really good. It's small, it's pocketable, you can take it anywhere, and also it's all metal accent and all, gives you a feeling that you can probably almost drop it from a not so great height, and it's still gonna at least retain its form, maybe not the glass so much, but then it's kind of gives a very solid device impression. So I absolutely love it. It's overpriced, definitely 31,000. BlackBerry at this stage should not ask for premium on its brand. The BlackBerry Classic is great, but I think still 31,000 is a tad bit too much. 25,000 I think would have been a great price. Even for the BlackBerry fans, I think 31,000 is more expensive. It's already available. It's been available since Jan 15 exclusively on snapdeal.com and the BlackBerry brick and mortar stores, the BlackBerry showrooms. You can go ahead and buy this, but if you're a BlackBerry fan, or if you're a guy who's kind of want that fresh change to a physical keyboard, this is the device. And this is better than the Q10 and the Q5 any day, because it also brings back the BlackBerry tool belt. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to the BlackBerry Classic, and we'll try to answer them all. And please subscribe to our channel for more such awesome content in future. Thank you.